Hey guys, welcome back in. Continue this No Man's Sky playthrough. I've been having a lot of bugs the last play session. Hopefully they don't continue. I thought I was going to have to cut this run short because I got stuck in a space station and I couldn't get out. I had to try for about a half hour, a bunch of different reload type of things, and I was lucky enough to get out. So I'm trying to still max out my ship. The next one I buy, I should be able to get a maxed out ship, so I want to start putting my technology together in it and start making my way towards the center. Yeah, you can see like all my stuff shifted because I died a couple times in the space station trying to leave. So yeah, my Atlas pad's up top now, and all my stuff got shifted around. Yeah, and all that metal plating I was trying to save up, it breaks it all up into individuals when you do die. So I had like 11 of these carite sheets just littering my inventory, so I lost a bunch of stuff. But alright, and I was able to get these to start stacking up too, which is going to be good for my my warp reactors, because I'm going to need, I think, 5 of these to get the other 2 reactors. I can actually check that. I think I need 3 for one and 2 for the other. So this is, yeah, going to need 3 for that one, 2 for this one. So yeah, there's a bug. If you find a crashed ship that has warp reactor version 3 in it, you can break it down and it will give you back 1 resonator that you can kind of stack up, you know, kind of like the carite sheets. So and I was able to find a bunch of gold too, so I have a couple stacks of that now, so because that'll be useful later on. So let's see, I think I've got a couple transmission towers. Okay, they're gonna drop pod, that's not gonna be helpful. But 2 different towers over there, so I'm hoping I can find a crashed ship over there. Oh, need more thruster fluid. Yeah, I thought for sure my game was gonna bug out to the point where I would have to abandon this playthrough, but luckily I got it fixed. So if for some reason this playthrough ends on this episode or something, it's because I ran into bugs trying to get to the center. And another thing I'm trying to do is when I land at these places, I'm trying not to use the landing pad. That way, if I do end up stuck in the terrain, I'm near it. No, it's gonna pull me in anyway. I was gonna say, I'm trying to stay on terrain that's away from my ship. That way, if I get stuck in the terrain, I can call my ship in using one of these things. Luckily, we landed all right. So, see, another bad thing about this is when you land in this version, you automatically jump out of your ship and make a save point. So if you get stuck underground or something, you're kind of screwed. You have to run around until you can find a place to call in your ship. Alright, go do a save. Oh, and I did manage to get my 100... Oh, we've got really big creatures here, I think. Yeah, oh, these are just regular striders. I might be thinking of the planet I was just on. It had some really huge creatures on it. I'm not sure if it was this planet or not. gonna keep continuing to pick up plutonium when I see it. Alright. Let's see if we can find a crash ship. Oh, there's more plutonium over there too. Yeah, for some reason with some of these I have to give them carbon now. I don't know if it's because of the life form in the system, maybe. Alright. So we're gonna have 5486, or yeah, 5486. What I'll do is I'll go to this beacon first, because there is a observatory right next to here too. It's just, I don't know if it screws up the ship slots if I do both of them at the same time or not. When you get this far in, it's almost like little weird changes happen with your ship slots. Like if I pick up this ship now, and it has 47 slots, the next one might not have 48, so let's grab all this and just run away from these guys. Let's hide in here for a second. Alright. Oh, and I do have all of my ship blueprints done, and I did get a full-size multi-tool finally too. Of course, I didn't put a lot of weapons or anything in it because they're all gonna break when I start taking black holes. Yeah, so I'm hoping to be able to make it through this playthrough without issues. I mean, it's still going to be a few hours of me just warping, but if I get my ship squared away, what I can do is I can do a stream when I get towards the end, where you only have like an hour left of the game or so. That way at least you guys can see that. But right now I'm just focusing mainly on getting my ship all upgraded and, you know, farm up some materials I'm gonna need for warp cells and start making my way towards the center. So loud going into the atmosphere. Okay, we have a ship here. Good. I've been running into instances where there's no ship there. The ship up here. Alright. I hope this is an upgrade. Alright, this is an upgrade, so I'm gonna do a compare. And start grabbing everything out of this. Now, hopefully the next ship I scan for will be a full size. And another thing I can do is I can actually break stuff down out of this too. Seeing if there's anything good in here I might want. What do I have? Got a bunch of iridium already. Okay, this will have some gold in it, so I can bring that over. Need titanium, iridium, iron. I'm looking for stuff that will give me like a bunch of platinum if I can. Actually, let's break that down too. Some of the stuff I'm gonna need to make up warp cells. Let's bring that over. Actually, that stuff I really don't need all that much of. I delete that. Oh, I can like top things off doing this too. Alright, top off that iridium. Take that iron with us. I might as well grab that iridium too. Alright, so we're gonna go accept. Alright, now get this thing fixed up. So, pulse engine. And launch thruster, I'm gonna need a couple more. Oh, I need a little bit more iron. Actually, yeah, I only need one more, so. Yeah, I had a bunch of these sheets saved up and I ended up losing them all, so got a little bit extra of this. See, this is one good thing though, is I can make up extras of these. Transfer them over and they'll stack inside of here, which I actually might, yeah, let me just grab a few more rocks. That way I have a few extra. So I won't be able to make a stack of these again. Unless I started to delete those shields again. Alright, let's... Down there. Alright, at least I'll have a little bit of a surplus. Grab a little more iron though. I can try to keep a stack of that on me. I like to be able to keep a couple stacks on it, on me, but once I start putting upgrades in my ship, I'll end up going through a lot of supplies, so, alright. And I've been checking these, and they keep saying my inventory is full. That means I should have all of my blueprints. Let's comfort the dying trader. I might get something that I can sell. Nope. But it increased my standing. Right, jump in here. And let's get that fixed. I want to see... Okay. I didn't know if I had a partial stack of that or not. Right, get that charge. I'm looking to use up like partial stacks when I recharge some of this stuff. Alright, let's just use the carbon. Yeah, and if you look at my, I'll actually get these uploaded too. Yeah, I missed a bunch of uploads. I was kind of flying through systems kind of quickly. Upload that. Some of these planets I even just barely touched. Alright, this one's all set. Might as well upload that. Alright, I do have another transmissions tower here. Look at my journey so far. I did get my 100 words, so pretty much just have to do some more warps for that one. And I need 48 more words. I don't have to do this stuff. I've already got the maximum milestone, so I can do all the Atlas stuff right now, so I'm not too worried about getting them. But I would like to be able to, you know, I should be able to get a 10 here, so. I think you only have to warp like 50 times or something like that to get this, so. But, alright, and I guess we'll head over. I want to see what direction that was. Alright, it's not the drop pod. It's not going to be that one. Should be somewhat close to this ship, I thought. Okay, yeah, one of those is a transmissions tower. Of course, they get the icons kind of on top of each other. Alright. Yeah, I don't have very much inventory. I gotta... Hopefully this next ship will be full size. We'll have to see, though. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I had to go grab a quick phone call. This is something that I wanted it to change. See if this will help with some of the noise when I fly down into planets. Actually bring that down a little bit lower. It won't be as loud. Alright, yeah, we have extreme storms here, I think. Alright. Go see if we can find that transmissions tower now. They're multiple minutes away, so they're a little bit quicker. See where they're gonna send me. They're both kind of close together, so it's not going to matter. Oh, I've got a couple different things marked. Get rid of that transmission tower. Okay, you got a shelter right there. Alright, must be like a... Alright. I'm gonna try to land over here somewhere. I really don't want to get stuck in the terrain. There we go. Yeah, even if I get stuck in the terrain here, at least I'll be able to summon my ship up here. So, I don't mind walking a little bit. Yeah, it's weird how they give you two different markers here. One for the flag and one for the building. This is my favorite part of the game, is trying to find where the door is. There we go. I always end up going the wrong way. Alright. Something I do want to check here, not that. Screen. Right, antimatter. Oh, I do need iridium and zinc. So I need to try to stockpile some of that after I get my upgrades put in. Alright, so iridium, zinc, that's plutonium, and warp cells are going to be thallium. Alright. So after I do a bunch of warps and stuff, what I'm going to have to do is go down to a planet and farm up some materials to make more warp cells. That'll be the thing that slows me down. 550. This is the 122. This one's 365. So I'm hoping this is going to be a max size ship. And hopefully it's an Explorer. Yeah, I like the Explorers because you don't have to run around the front of it to get in it. Whereas if you end up with a hauler, half the time you need to run halfway around the ship to get in it. I hope this isn't sending me that same ship location. If it is, then I might just see if I can buy a ship up at the space station. I'm trying to avoid doing that though, because they cost like over $1 million now. I only have like 2 million. Alright, no, this is a different ship. Oh, we got another transmissions tower. And there's no ship there. Yeah, that's what I kept running into last time. I'd be able to get one ship and then one of them wouldn't show up. Oh wait, let's just land. Nope, there's no ship there. I saw this wreckage here, I thought maybe it was a shuttle. Alright, let's go and fill this up. I think I will see if I can just buy a ship. Because it will probably already have one of these warp reactors in it. And of course everything will be fixed too, so let's see if we can just go buy a ship. Where is it? Up here. Yeah, sometimes ships just don't want to land at space stations though, so you might have to warp to another system. I'm trying to avoid doing that though. I'm a little bit apprehensive about landing at space stations now. So I'm not gonna bother doing any saves at all in a space station. Because what I did last time I played through, as long as I didn't do it, like if I did a save, if I did a reload, you know, reload your last save, you would get stuck inside of a space station. But when I got stuck the last time, I did a save after closing the game, and I got stuck. So that used to be my little workaround to get around it. But eventually it worked, but it took a good probably 45 minutes or so to get it to actually work. So it's weird. It's a weird bug. I'm just gonna wait here. I'll give it like 5 minutes, see if any ships actually show up. I didn't see any outside of here, so that's normally not too good of a sign. Actually, I don't even know if I went to the back rooms in this station. The only thing, because my inventory is so full right now, the only thing I'm going to be picking up are the red barrels. The other stuff I'm really not interested in. I can always turn around and sell the stuff, but you know, you only get like 1,000 units or something for a lot of the stuff. Right. There's only 3 barrels here. A lot of times there's 4. Alright. Well, at least I got an antimatter out of that. See, I'll be relying on the space stations a lot more for like warp cells. Well, for antimatter more than anything. Just check the other side. Over there. This is probably just going to be, yeah, a drop pod. So. Alright, still no ships. How many of those reactor things do I have? Resonators? Alright, I have 3. I'm gonna see if I can buy some of those. Okay, I can get a couple of them. So I'm gonna go to my ship inventory. I'll go ahead and buy up 2 of those. Oh, I can get antimatter here. Alright. I'm not going to bother getting a bunch of other supplies right now. Until I can get some of the, ship stuff installed. I don't want to buy too much. Alright, so we're not going to bother waiting to see if anything shows up. We're going to fix our hyperdrive. Alright. See if we can get to a different system. Yeah, get to a different system and see if I can get a ship to spawn in over there. I want to try to be on the lookout for a Atlas station too. I think, yeah, there's one right here. Alright, jump over to there. Alright, yep, let's head over that way. Maybe we can get an Atlas station at the same time. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't want to try to do a save inside of an Atlas station either. You might run into the same issue as the space station. So I'm just gonna go straight into here. For some reason, you can never like approach these things quickly at all. Alright, let's get in here. Yeah, and you do kind of get a Atlas path type of thing out of this too. Even though Atlas rises, all these Atlas stones changed during that, so you don't get Atlas stones anymore. What I want to do though is I'm going to move this iron over to my ship. That way when I get an Atlas stone it should fill up that slot. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get all my Atlas stones up at the top. You know, try to keep them all together whenever I visit one of these. Might as well see if I can get a few words while I'm here too. Yeah, I'm not too worried about getting milestones done, but I'd like to get some of them. Alright, and make sure I can actually pick up... I got enough room for these warp cells. This is one of the good things about the Atlas stations. You'll get 2 warp cells. Oh, actually, I think I just screwed up when I picked up those warp cells. I can fix that later. Alright, we're just going to, we're going to accept. And I'll also get a blueprint at the same time. It's like a special exosuit blueprint. And we got our Atlas stone. I'm going to just put that in my ship. Put that stone in my ship. And move that stone back over. Oh, ship's out of range. What a surprise. Okay. Now I should be able to bring that there. Oh, I thought all my warp cells were in my ship. Alright, so get over to the space station. See any ships around here. We'll wait a few seconds, see if we see a ship show up. So I got 4 slots I can play with. Actually, a couple. Yeah, I don't really want to fill up my inventory with stuff. Over here, try to keep an eye out for any ships. some reason, like, ships just don't want to show up. Either they don't show up or you end up with like 3 of them here at once. Just take a run back here. Alright, no, nothing in there. Alright, oh, you can get warp cells straight from those. Good. That's good to know. Alright, another suspension. I haven't heard a ship land yet. See if I can actually sell off a couple things. Yeah, there's not going to be anything down there but the exosuit, so I don't bother going down there. Alright, so this stuff I can just sell off. I can make that real easy. That just takes carbon. It's taking up 3 slots, so... Alright, so we're not going to get anything here. So we're just going to use up another cell. If I go into free roam, start making my way. Actually, that's a black hole right there. You know what? Let's go for it. They'll end up breaking something, but that's okay. I'll get us a little bit closer. But I don't want to go right into it right away. Alright, I want the space station. Actually... yeah, that black hole's in a weird spot. Let me actually head down to that planet first. Okay, things are acting kind of wonky right now. Well, I want to just make sure I do a save here. I'm not going to worry about landing anywhere specific. Just need to make a save point. Alright, so we have our save. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and do a reload. Oh, actually, let me transfer. Make sure I have nothing in here that can stack. I don't. That's in here. My sheets are in here. Alright. So I'm going to do a reload. Okay. Yep, do a reload. And you're going to get your death screen. I'm hoping that this might kind of reset the ships. Gonna go ahead and restore that. Should get all of our stuff back. Of course, it did move a couple things around, but okay, there's my other Atlas stone. Did that fill up my ship too? Oh, my ship is full. Alright. And those are still okay, good. I was worried about those things getting reset. Alright, let's make our way to the space station now. Oh, did I... I'm pretty sure I saw some ships fly by. Okay, yeah, there's some ships, alright. So we're gonna head up to the space station. Now, hopefully, we'll be able to get some ships to show up. Yeah, it's almost like there's some type of memory issue with some of this stuff. I've noticed that if I don't see any ships flying around, they don't tend to land at trading post or anything, so I'm hoping we can get one to land here. Preferably an Explorer. I'll take anything though, I'm really not all that picky. Let's give this a few moments. I'm looking for any of the any tails to go by. Might take them a little bit to populate. Let's just run back here. Yeah, I don't have room in here now. I don't know why. Oh, alright. No, I do have a little bit of room. See, we're 10 years into the game and we still have this inventory issue where the game doesn't remember what inventory you left off on. It's still in the game. There's nothing worse than, you know, wanting to go to your exosuit inventory and you have to keep tabbing over to a different one. Oh, it's a different room. Besides that, I get 2 barrels here. Get cheated. Well, I was hoping some ships would show up. Get rid of those 2 things I just picked up. Why this game is so insistent on if I may go to transmission towers, but let's just go down there and take a look. Maybe it won't be so buggy. It might be a full-size ship that I can get from it too. So. same thing, kind of land over here somewhere. I know a lot of times in the lower right-hand corner, if you don't follow some of that stuff, things get kind of buggy, so that might be one of my problems. I keep ignoring them. Uh, 17. This one was 250s. 129. Yeah, 257. All right. I have to step out for just a moment. Alright, my life support should be good. Okay, I gotta step out for a moment, guys. I will, be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Let's get over to that crash ship. There it is. Yeah, I'm still hoping to find one that I can buy, though. Mainly so I don't have to fix a bunch of stuff. I don't think it's really going to matter because I'm going to have to break down a lot of the stuff anyway, but we'll see what this ship looks like, though. Oh, 20 minutes away. My way out here. See, everything is so choppy when you try to fly around. Oh, now that's empty. Be very much. Oh, I got 5 ships on the way. I don't know if I can even land. So that charged up. Yeah, I might not make it through this. There's the base station. I've got no shield in this ship. I'm not going to survive this. Alright, just go ahead, take me out. Oh, I actually managed to kill one of them. I'm not going to bother charging anything. It's going to be a waste of resources. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I've lost all that.
Technology offline.
So we'll find our death spot. I didn't think there were pirate attacks in this. I'm used to running into them. There we go. Yeah, see what I did though? This is what I did before. Just break everything up into separate things. That crash ship. There is a ship there, good. Oh, and it's an Explorer. Hopefully it's a full size. It's asymmetrical. Alright, and it is a full size, so go ahead and... Boy. Let's hit leave. Do I have a room over here? Alright, let's move these over. It sucks, I hate how it does that. Actually, I only have like one slot. I should be able to get all that over here though. Alright, let's interact with this. Yeah, I want to see if I can get a different ship than this, though. Transfer these. The most important stuff's going to be the iridium. Well, actually, all this stuff's kind of important, but... all this stuff. Alright, let's grab that iron. And I want to see if I can break down this warp reactor. Yep, let's break that down so that I can bring this over. I'm not worried about the sheets. Oh, that's what broke my pulse jet 1. Okay. And break this down so that I get my sheets back. Alright. Now hopefully I have some more iridium somewhere. Actually... what's actually broken in this? Yeah, pulse is junk. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna go and accept that. That'll work. Alright, so should be able to drag all these back over. Actually, I'm gonna end up using up these anyway, so... Oh, I am gonna need iridium. Dang it. Drag these over again. Actually, go like that. Alright, now I should be able to go back to my ship. Pretty sure I did this before. Okay, it still says that's in there, so I'm gonna go compare. And I should be able to transfer this. Alright, good. I'm gonna go accept. Now we're gonna go and accept this one again. Alright, so that is a nice little workaround. That way you're not losing a ton of inventory. Alright, so let's get that fixed up again. That repaired. Alright, now I don't have like any room.